All right, I'm going to talk you through the lab we did in class. Here we have the very cold, very salty water. I added salt water to it. Here I have red warm. So blue represents cold, red represents hot. And here's my divider. As I pull the divider, you will see that these will restabilize themselves based on their equilibria. Right? You'll notice that density is going to drive the blue beneath the red, and the red is simply going to cover the top layers, and you can see it already moving or dispersing this way. So it's going to travel back and forth, right? The density is going to be driving this. And you'll notice that the light blue, extremely cold, extremely dense, cold, salty water is going to be denser than the warm red. So we're looking at the layers here. We're going to talk about the density layers that we have taking place here, right? Denser, deeper. And we're going to have this mixing layer. You can't quite see it, but it'll stabilize over time. And you can see it right in the middle, right where my finger went through there. So low density on top, very dense on bottom. And it'll stabilize. You'll see it's starting to get a very clear separation between the red and the blue. So now, if I have these layers stabilized, I'm going to blow air from the top and I'm going to separate this. I want you to see how the cold, dense water rises, it's upwells. Upwelling is simply a function or a feature, right? It's moving upwards. If I remove the surface water, right, from a land breeze or from some type of wind that we're used to studying on global wind currents, cold water fills in its place. It literally upwells. There's a void here. So I can simulate that, and I can look at this in terms of downwelling as well. So I'm going to be blowing through this paper kind of straw. I'm moving the warm surface water down here, and you'll see that it's going to collect. It's going to build up. Notice I have a very clear density, cold, dense, salty layer, right? My pycnocline, a density. And I'm going to push this air, right? I'm blowing it, so I'm simulating wind. And you're going to see that it's going to build up over here. It has no place to go, so it's going to downwell. So you'll see it, right? Using my hand also is a little bit easier. Notice it's going to come over here. It's going to sink, because it's the only place for it to go. Now, when I do it with my hand, I push a lot more water, and it kind of quickens the process. And you'll see that the cold water is pushed over here to this side.